please.
Okay, asked by researchers to sort objects by shape, most toddlers in a large study had no trouble doing so. When subsequently told to sort by color, the toddlers seemed to have difficulty following the new rule and almost invariably persisted with their first approach. The researchers suggest such failures to adapt to new rules often result from insufficient development of the prefrontal cortex in toddlers. The cortex is essential for functions like adapting to new rules, yet it is slow to mature, continuing to develop right into adolescence. Which one of the fund is most supported?
Okay. So can you explain the stimulus to me?
So they did this research on toddlers where they asked them to sort by shape and they were able to do so. Then they asked them to change and sort it by color, and toddlers had more difficulty doing that. And the researchers are saying it's because they have not developed their prefrontal cortex.
Okay.
And the cortex is what helps them with adapting to new rules. And that doesn't, it continues to develop into adolescence.
Excellent.
So I connected with this one because I deal with toddlers all day.
Yeah,
But
I think it's true that whatever you like are closest to, like you tend to do like on strongly supported or must be true questions, you do worse because you bring it outside. You tend to bring it outside information.
yeah, I think I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. A, toddlers unable to sort objects by color tend to have less developed prefrontal cortex. I eliminated that one immediately.
Excellent.
B, only adolescents and adults can solve problems that require adapting to new rules. I crossed it out. We
Okay.
don't know that they can do that. C, certain kinds of behavior on the part of toddlers may not be willfully disobedient. So I crossed this one out, which now I know this is the answer, but I crossed it out because it didn't say anything about willfully disobedient in the stimulus. So I was like, nope, that's definitely
Okay,
not
so
it.
I like is so they're saying certain kinds of behavior may not be. I like this word. Like I like how it says like it may not be. Can we for
Yes.
sure say that certain kinds of behavior are for sure willfully disobedient?
Uh, we don't know.
Like if this cortex is slow to mature,
Hmm.
isn't it fair to say that certain kinds of behavior may not be willfully disobedient because their cortex isn't developed?
Right. Yeah. It makes sense.
So that's where the difference between must be true and most supported comes in, where sometimes they're the same approach, but like most strongly
Yeah.
supported tends to be like 90% certain, where must be true is like 100%.
Okay.
But this is the only answer that we have like any evidence in our stimulus to support.
Yeah. I chose E. Skill at adapting to new situations is roughly proportional to the level of development. I thought that was right because they're saying, this cortex continues to develop, and as you get older, I guess you're more able
But
to.
are they roughly proportional though? Like as one gets, the other one gets.
Yeah, we don't know that
That's
part, I guess.
that's
Yeah.
too strong of a word.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
adapting to
see.
new situations. Do we talk about adapting to new situations?
It talks about new rules, not new situations. Like it says, the researchers suggest such failures to adapt to
Adapt to
new
new
rules.
rules.
Yeah,
Well, this also says that, oh yeah, and I also really like this for support too, where like the sentence that you're pointing out for the correct answer choice. This research suggests these failures to adapt to new rules often result from such insufficient development of the prefrontal cortex. So the
yeah,
fact that they're struggling, difficulty following the new rule is probably not because they're just trying to they understand
yeah,
and they're trying to disobey. It's really because of they don't have their frontal cortex developed.
Yeah,